2026 690 Enduro AXP skid pan. Going to show you how to get it on. Okay, first we're going to show you the layout of what they offer you. So here's the hardware. You've got these three pieces here. They go in a certain direction, and you've got the skid pan, some instructions, and a piece of foam. Now the first thing you're going to notice is you have 7 of these 6x30 flathead bolts. You're not shorted any. There's 3 here and then 4 up here. So that's normal. This one is for the master cylinder. Uses that right about here. And then these are going to fix it in the front once we get our mounts on. So for tools, you're going to need a 4mm Allen and a 5mm Allen, 19mm socket. These are both 10mm sockets. A couple extensions, 10mm open-end wrench, 8mm open-end wrench, preferably ratcheting if you got it, and a couple of ratchets to do the job. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start assembling this thing. And so you take this piece, and this points towards the rear. Okay, these posts point towards the rear. And the reason is what's kind of cool about what AXP has done is normally skid pans, aftermarket skid pans, they rely on this plastic piece that is a factory KTM part and then a rubber grommet. So if you don't have that stuff and you buy a skid pan, you end up with a skid pan and nothing fits. And so on our site, we try to remind you of that, and we offer those parts for sale. But the AXP doesn't require that. These posts fit right in there with no rubber grommets whatsoever. So we're going to get this bolted together. If you look at the bottom of it, they're all flat heads. Now, suggestion to AXP, if you're watching this, if you guys stagger these holes a little bit, it'll make it impossible for the customers to put it on the wrong way. So, just a suggestion. But since you're watching this video, they point towards the rear. So we're going to start getting these lined up. And then once that's in there, we're going to use one washer. Now, typically, washers have a sharp side and a dull side. On a frame, if you're putting it on a bike, you should always put the soft side towards the frame. That way it won't cut into the paint with the sharp side. It's an old race car trick. Now for me, on plastic, I like to put the sharp side towards it because it doesn't really matter. It's a little bit more attractive that way. But anywhere else, on metal or on paint, you're going to want to put the soft side towards the object, i.e. the paint or the frame or the metal. Okay, now that we have this piece mounted on, it's looking a little bit crooked to me, so I'm going to see if I can just take plastic hammer, knock it around a little bit, and that's straighten it out a little. Okay, now we're going to work on these pieces right here. So these bolt in right here and right here. Now you're going to want to look at these little cutouts right here, and you want to make sure those are orientated in this fashion. These are what are going to wrap around those right there. Okay, the next step is, they say in the instructions, to put a piece of foam right in front of this piece here in this area. Well, they give you a piece this big, and I don't know if they intend to give you 2 pieces that you can use twice, or if you want to use the whole piece like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a whole piece like this. I might be wrong, but I have a feeling it might work. It's just foam. It'll compress. So I'm going to put that right in the middle here, starting at the tip of these 2 middle lines right here. Some pretty good stickum on this, and then it's going to end right there. So this is designed to protect this part of the engine right here from any impacts. So nice little touch. And then they've got some slots here for water evacuation and pebbles and things like that. And there's one last bolt that's going to allow you to run part of the skid pan through here. So it's nice that they protect this. We also make a stainless steel protection for this, so if you're not running that skid pan, you can run that. But it's nice that they cover this, because this is very exposed to rocks. If you come down on a rock, historically that's been an issue on that bike. So you remove that one. These screws are for the front, right there and there. And then we have a nut and a bolt. I'm not entirely sure what the singular washer is for, but might have been an accident. But we're going to use these guys. Oh, actually, probably goes right there on that guy, and that's going to go up through there. Okay, now we're going to fit it up, and I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a pro tip. The center to center between these two posts is a little bit off from these. Could be variances on the bike, could be variances here, but what I did is I had loosened these two bolts right here. These are 8mm bolts with a 10mm head, and this is a 19mm head. So I backed these out so I've got some play right here, and that is going to help me get these things aligned. And then once it's in and on, I can retighten all this. So now I've got it on, and these things look to be like they're lining up quite nicely. So now I'm going to work on those bolts right here. I can just kind of let that go. And now I'm going to grab these guys. Again, I'm going to put the sharp side towards the plastic. You would not normally do that. I'm going to get my 5mm, my extension, and my ratchet. And we're going to wind these guys in. A little bit of blue Loctite or even orange is welcome here. These will wind in either side. Careful not to cross thread them. They're aluminum female threads. I'm not going to tighten this one. I'm going to get around to the other side and get this one in too. This looks like it lines up pretty well. Okay, now at this point I'm going to tighten these. So again, you're compressing plastic here, so there's going to be a little bit of spring, kind of like a spring washer, so that will hold it pretty nicely, but Loctite is always a good thing, especially when it comes to the front of a skid pan. Those are tight. So the foam in the front was just fine, not an issue, so I would recommend putting the foam in the front. Those lined up right here. Now I can come back and tighten those back up. So I'm going to get my ratchet here with my 10 and my 19. I'm going to tighten these guys up. I'm going to switch to my 19 and finally tighten this one up. And again, some Loctite on these guys is always a good idea. Never a bad idea. I've got one bolt left. Which is this one right here. So I'm going to put the larger washer on it. I'll run that up through there. This time I'm going to put the sharp side of the washer facing up, away from the product, the valuable product. And these are both going to be 10s. So I'm going to switch to my 10 socket and my 10 ratchet. I'll tighten that up. Now in the instructions, AXP says to put this pointing down. I prefer to point it up. Pointing down, you're probably going to garf the threads. That's no good. So pointing up, I think, is better. So I'm going to tighten this. It'll kind of keep tightening up because of this bend right here in the plastic. That feels pretty good to me. So I don't want a thread like that hanging down, so I did it the other way. And we are done with our install. Everything's retightened. Really good skid pan, great protection over the water pump. I'm really happy with this. Good skid pan. That is how to put an AXP skid pan on a 2026 or 2025 KTM Enduro R.